Poor Guy Outdoor Cooking. Hi, how are you? Thank you for stopping by. We're going to do another leftover video. Those that are faithful to Poor Guy Outdoor Cooking know I like to do leftover videos featuring macaroni and cheese. Now listen, I had this whole plan and it failed. So I'm going up with my backup plan. This is not Stouffer's. This is just plain old Kraft macaroni and cheese out of a box. Okay? We had it here at the house. Now these are meatballs that I made myself, my mother's recipe. I tweaked it a little bit because we did barbecue meatballs for supper yesterday. They were fantastic. So I put some different seasoning in it other than Italian seasoning, and we ate them, and they were, hey boys, hey, no, dogs, right? But anyway, yeah, the meatballs were really, really good. We enjoyed them. We had some leftovers. We still have more. So this is what I came up with, a backup plan, because the show must go on, right? Right. We're going to take this macaroni and cheese. Now this is actually a Blackstone, like deep dish pizza thing, right? A little trivet there. It's nice. I haven't used it yet. Well, I used it once, but I don't remember what I used it for. Not in the video. So it's cast iron. We just put a little cooking spray in it. So let's take this macaroni and cheese. Okay. I just warmed it up a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Spread that around. Right? Yeah. Like something like that. We're going to take our meatballs. Let's grab some meatballs over here with delicious barbecue sauce. Sweet Baby Ray's. Like I said, these meatballs were just so good. Yeah, we're going to take these leftover meatballs and we're going to put them on here. Yeah, we're going to use all of them. We're going to use all of these. Just like that. It smells good already. Let's take some of this barbecue sauce. Sprinkle it around. Don't mind me. Waste not, want not, right? That's what they say. And some shredded cheese that we had in the house, because you got to have cheese. You got to make it bubbly. Bubbly and ooey gooey. Just like this. Add some cheese. So this is what my plan is for this. Never done it. So I've been struggling with trying to come up with some kind of idea for an outdoor oven, because I do like to bake things, not cookies and stuff, but casseroles and different cheesy things. We're going to go outside. We're going to attempt this on the Monument Grills, the Mesa 200. You've seen videos on that before. I got a whole little setup out there. So let's see if this works. I mean, we're just warming it up, right, and getting the cheese melty, but I want to try to create an oven effect using that Monument. So let's go outside and I'll show you what I got. Yeah, I'll do it. Peace. Hi, here we are. There's the Monument Grill. Okay, so this is my plan. It's a grill. It's a propane grill. So the heat's at the bottom. So this is what I'm thinking. I got a little pizza stone in there, kind of acting as a heat deflector, right? So the heat kind of spreads out a little bit. And I got this basket deal. It's for chickens and things like that. It's got some other attachments to it. I'm going to put that upside down. I put some thought into this, for real. And then we're going to take this, and it fits nicely. Okay? Look at. So what we're doing, right? The obvious, we're elevating it away from the flame on the bottom so we don't burn the bottom of this delectable casserole that I've painstakingly prepared, and forcing, hopefully, the heat up. That's my plan. That's my plan. And like I said, we're not cooking any raw ingredients. We're just warming stuff up and getting it baked, hopefully. Get the cheese bubbly and a niceness to it so we can eat this delectable meal. Leftovers. That's the plan. Okay, so I'm not going to make you sit here and watch it, the whole thing. And we'll check back here in a minute. And I'm going to keep an eye on that. And hopefully, I've got them both on high. It's a little chilly today, and there is a gap back here for airflow. So hopefully we can get to, 350 at least to give it that oven effect. Poor guy out there cooking. You know me. Peace. Okay, hey, it's been like 15 minutes, Frodo. uh, so it was struggling to get over 200, and I think it has a lot to do with there's quite a gap in the back for air to escape. I think for safety reasons, and I ended up moving that heat deflector out. I think it was pushing the air out that way. So we're approaching 300. That's better. I think the colder temperatures and the air is kind of circulating around this part of our house is keeping the temperatures down. But it is working. I just wanted to give you an update. Come in and take a look. I mean, it's melting the cheese, and that's basically what we want. I was hoping to get, try to get like a little bit of golden color on the top, but like 15 minutes, we'll let it go another 5 because it's almost to the point where we're good with it. So my oven effect is working. The temperatures are just keeping it down. So we'll meet you inside. Come on. Peace. La-di-da. There it is. You saw the thumbnail already. It worked. It worked out there. I got some figuring out to do. I think the temperatures is what kind of kept the temperature down like I talked about before. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a try. Let's scoop some of this out. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, that's okay. We already took the thumbnail. Barbecue sauce. Meatballs. Tasty goodness. Now, I want to show you this. I had a conversation with my buddy Scott. Scott over at Mile High Guy Barbecue. He knows my love for mustard, and he's like, hey, you ever hear? And he kind of gave me a quiz on this. It's from his hometown in Illinois. Let me find it. I don't know if I'm saying this correctly. Mantino? Mantino? Correct me. Mantino, Illinois. And Scott said this is the best yellow mustard on the market. So I found it, and I'm going to try it because I love mustard, and I'm putting some on here. That's right. I'm not afraid. Oh, yeah. Take my spoon. Quiet on the set. Cut my meatball. I'll tell you what, these barbecue meatballs were freaking delicious. Oh, yeah. Let's do this. Cheers, everybody. Oh, oh, yeah. Well, this might not have been the best test for the mustard, but the mustard is good. Mm.
Is it the best mustard you ever had?
It's pretty darn good. Don't mind me. Mm. Aiden's smiling for some reason. Aiden's standing over there being completely annoying, as usual. I'll tell you what, this is freaking good. It's leftovers, everything we already had. Why are you here?
To taste the food.
All right, it's good. It worked. I'm happy. Are you? Good. Peace.